let's hit the field.
It is Thursday, May 22nd, and the Yankees were finishing off a 3-game set with the Texas Rangers trying to get the sweep. Carlos Rodon was excellent. Yorbit Vivas put one into orbit. My recap, your reactions coming up next. This is Pinstripe Territory.
Just wanted to talk, that's all.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, welcome back. Isn't it great to have a closer who just executes, who doesn't walk guys, who throws strikes, who is confident in his stuff and just dominates? Dreamweaver, 10 pitches to get it done. No sweat with a 1-0 lead and ultimately a 1-0 final. Phenomenal performance by Carlos Rodon today. 6 shutout innings. Didn't get much run support against Nathan Eovaldi. He always pitches really tough against the Yankees, and it was a cold day, and he's a guy who throws a lot of cutters, so I kind of expected the offense to be down a little bit against him today. He went 6 innings, he gave up 1 run, but the one, a big home run by Yorbit Vivas, his first Major League home run, and when it was all said and done, a sweep for the Yankees and 4 straight wins.
We're going streaky! Yeah!
Wow.
And
winning.
now they have the Rockies, 3 straight. I'll talk about them later in more detail, and we'll take a look at their stats because they're abysmal. But this 4-game win streak better turn into a 7-game win streak, or something has gone terribly, terribly wrong. Before we get to the game, just a final thought on last night's walk-off home run. I don't know about you guys, but when something like that happens, I watched the replay like 50 times. This is the most I've watched a replay since Giancarlo Stanton hit that home run against Boston, the Grand Slam a few years ago. Someone commented that what Dominguez did, not to take away from it, is what you're supposed to do to a hanging slider in that situation. And you know what? You're absolutely right. Still enjoyed the shit out of it, though. I saw a note that he is the first player ever in Major League history to hit 3 home runs in a game, homer from both sides of the plate in a game, hit a walk-off home run, and hit a grand slam in a single month. He did all of those things in a single month. This month, first player in Major League history. How about that? I don't know about you guys, but I think he might be pretty good. So today, the Yankees were going for the sweep. It was not going to be easy against Eovaldi, but they did get it done. Let's recap.
Let's get it going.
And today's one of those games that I always say is the most difficult to recap. I mean, my notes, I've got like 5 notes, basically, because this was a pitcher's duel. There were only 9 hits scattered throughout the game. You had the first 4.5 innings were just a pitcher's duel, and then we had the home run from Vivas, which I will show right now. So this was a... Oh, let me make it a little bit bigger here. I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, geez. I'll just keep it small. So you can see that this is a pitch up in the zone, and he turns on it and rips it to right, and just barely got out of the ballpark there. Anyway, first Major League home run for Yorbit Vivas in the 5th inning. Not sure why it was so small on my screen. Rodon was done after 6 innings. I'll spotlight him in just a minute, but he was terrific. This is one of the best games that we've seen him pitched, and he's pitched 7 really good ones in a row. Mark Leiter pitched into and out of trouble today. Devin Williams worked a scoreless 8th inning. He continues to look more and more confident and get better and better every time out. His ERA down to 6.5, so dropping, still not good, but getting a little bit better every day. And Luke Weaver shut it down. He's got a 0.40 ERA on the season, and the Yankees take this one 1-0.
Game over. Yankees win. Yankees win.
CT card says Vivas has potential. I agree. He has good at bats. He's got a level swing. I think he swings too hard. Honestly, I think if he toned his effort down on the swing a little bit, he might even get a little bit better, make a little bit more contact. But I like his level swing. I like how patient he is at the plate. And Joe Mano says, reminds me of how we used to beat Pedro. Keep them down, score 1 or 2. Exactly. That was always the game plan for Pedro. I remember it was Brad Halsey, maybe, in his Major League debut, went basically 5 or 6 innings against Pedro and kind of kept him in the game. Yankees won. And that was the book on Pedro. If you could just keep your team in the game, you could beat the bullpen. And when you face pitching staffs like the Rangers have, luckily their offense isn't great, but that's how you got to deal with them. You got to shut down their offense and trade zeros for zeros. Belt winner today, Carlos Rodon. All right. Matt Starrin says Devin Williams has taken down the top of the lineup last 2 times out. JD says every day it's somebody different. More balance with this team. 100% agree. This team has been much more exciting than the team last year, despite the dynamic tandem last year that we had of Judge and Soto. This team is much more well-balanced, a lot more hitters and baseball players throughout, not just a couple of big home run guys. And personally, I think Plan B has been great. But let's talk about Carlos Rodon, who was absolutely phenomenal today. He continues to show us why the Yankees bet $161 million on him. This was a guy we were hoping to get a couple of years ago. Today, absolute nails. Nails. 6 shutout innings to go along with 8 strikeouts, just 2 walks, so the command was there. That is 7 starts in a row in which his stuff has been absolutely disgusting after kind of a rough start. But what stood out to me wasn't just the results. It was the approach today. Coming into the game, I thought we'd see him go back to being that fastball all day long guy because the Rangers have been getting beat with velocity. And he's a guy who throws 97, 98 miles an hour. Today he topped out at 96, but it was a cold day. But you figured, he was just going to ride that high fastball and get strikeouts and maybe try and get some strikeouts with the cutter or the slider, if you get a couple of strikes on. But it was like when Rocky refused to switch back to southpaw against Apollo. He stuck with his pattern, which has been mixing his pitches really well. 38 sliders, 37 fastballs, 21 changeups, and 9 curveballs. So 4-pitch mix today, and he threw the slider more than anything. And it was sharp. It was really good. And he was spotting the fastball well. He kept the hitters guessing all afternoon. He was changing speeds well. He was changing eye levels well. You could tell that guys were just not comfortable in the box. His pitches were changing shape, slight variations on the slider, the curveball. 67 pitches, 4 strikes out of the 105 that he threw, so pounding the strike zone. And maybe most importantly, he looked confident. He looked control. He looked like he was in control of his emotions. His ERA on the season now 2.88, which was what it was the year before he came to the Yankees. So he has come full circle and become the ace that the Yankees thought they were signing. Bottom line, this is the version of Carlos Rodon that we need. He's pitching like an ace. Hell of a job. Robert Ryan says, Rodon morphing into a pitcher. And when you are a pitcher and you have unbelievable stuff, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm getting a quick call here, but let me just get to the recap real quick. So, Bellinger in MVP form this entire series, but his streak was snapped. 3 solid starts in a row. We had Warren Yarbrough yesterday, and then Carlos Rodon. We won a game with Jacob deGrom on the mound, which is never easy to do. We had the Martians' first walk-off yesterday, just an absolutely electric moment, the biggest electric moment of the year, first walk-off in over 900 days for the Yankees. Judge, he had a porch home run, and he had a big clutch hit yesterday. Ian Hamilton continues to struggle out of the bullpen as other guys turn it on. Loaizaga and Devin Williams both looking good. But ultimately, the Yankees pitching was phenomenal in this series. Let's move ahead and talk about the Rockies. And I don't want to overcomplicate this. I mean, you're playing the Rockies, a team with a record that sounds like a joke, but I promise it's real. They are 8-41. They are 22 and a half games back already. Look, I mean, they're on pace for one of the worst seasons in Major League history, and they have absolutely earned it. They can't hit. They can't pitch. Their team ERA is 5.92. Their OPS is 648. Their batting average is 219. They've given up 321 runs already. 321 runs in 49 games. That is absurd. If you're serious about October, you sweep the Rockies. No excuses, no mercy. The Yankees are rolling. Now is the time to keep rolling. Bad teams are speed bumps. You don't let them be a detour, right? You just got to plow right through them. I know they say take it one day at a time in baseball, but that is not an option. You have got to win all 3 in a row. Even if they lose one game, I am going to rant like there is no tomorrow. It should be a requisite sweep. Got to win all 3. Quick word from the Hall of Fame app, and I'll be back with some quick comment. We have all seen it happen. Someone is one leg away from hitting a massive parlay. Thousands of dollars on the line, and then boom, an unexpected strikeout or garbage time bucket ruins everything. That's the pain of betting on gut feelings. But now there is a smarter way. The Hall of Fame app is built by lifelong fans who also happen to be Ivy League data nerds. It gives you a serious edge. Historical matchup data, leg correction tools, player performance insights, and real-time odds. No more guessing. With a 4.9 App Store rating and over 6,000 5-star reviews, Hall of Fame is already helping thousands of bettors win smarter and not just more often, but more strategically. Right now, our listeners get a 7-day free trial and 50% off your first month when you use the code STRIPE. Download the Hall of Fame app on iOS or Android, enter the code STRIPE, and stop leaving money on the table. All right. Jake York says, quality over quantity. Rodon putting on a show. He's been fantastic. Teddy says, you better give the belt to Vivas. No, we gave it to Carlos Rodon. I mean, 6 shutty is fantastic. 11 games over 500 now for the Yankees. And DM correct. With the Rockies coming up, Yankees should absolutely sweep once again. A W is a W. And yes, you just got to rack up wins. Right now, as we look at the standings, the Yankees are in first place by 5.5 games over the. And I'm not sure why my screen. I'm going to see if I can figure this out. Why my screen keeps getting so small here. Dang it. I'll have to fix it after the show. You know what I think it is? I think I got multiple windows open. That's what it is. I'll close that. This should work. All right. Now let's try it. There we go. Okay, so the Yankees are 11 games over 500. They're 5.5 up on the Blue Jays. And you've got a chance now to build some separation. If you get 7, 8, 9 games ahead in the division, then you can afford a pulled hamstring once in a while, or to give guys some days off, or to, have a spot start with a rookie when you need to give the rotation a break, that type of thing. Right? And then you can start thinking more about trades and you have more leverage, because if you're in first place, you're not as desperate, right? And I think the Yankees have a really good chance to win this division going away. I'm talking 10 games or better. The rest of the division does not look good. The Red Sox are not as good as we thought they were going to be. The Rays, they're kind of eh. And the Orioles are just abysmal. They fired their manager. Blue Jays, you never know if they're going to get hot or not, but I don't think so. I mean, they for the last few years they've been what they are right now, about a 500 team. So I think this is the Yankees division to take. You want to get the best record in the American League so that once again you can have home field advantage as we go through the playoffs. We got a few comments here. Music Man says it's the beard. Yes, the beards have been giving confidence to these guys. I fully believe that. And then Richard Lee says we should absolutely mash the Rockies. I want to destroy. This is one of those build up your stats kind of games or kind of series. I want Judge to come out of there with 20 home runs. He's got 16 now, 4 home runs in 3 games. Let's do it. I want Dominguez to continue hitting. He didn't do much today, but hopefully that walk off got his confidence going. And look. Now that we have the full screen, I can go back to the highlights real quick and show you the Vivas home run. I want to give Vivas continued playing time. I want to see if he can just keep hitting. He has, here we go. He has patient at bats. Watch how level this swing is. I mean, let's go slow motion. Just a very level swing path. And that's a tough pitch, high cutter, inside, and rakes it over the WB Mason sign. So hell of a job for Vivas. Raymond says Stanton and Jazz leave him on the IL. I'm very curious to see what happens with Stanton. I think he'll be back sooner rather than later, but we're not hearing a lot about him. But, all right, guys, I got to make a phone call here. My phone is blowing up. So we're going to wrap it up kind of quick today. Back at you tomorrow with pre- and post-game before the Rockies, and then all weekend long. And enjoy your Memorial Day weekend if I don't see you again. But hopefully you will tune in. I'll be here all weekend. Even though Sunday is my birthday, I'm going to be here doing a podcast. But, all right, guys, we'll catch you next time. Hey, while I've got you here, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Pinstripe Territory is the official Yankees podcast of the Foul Territory Network. We are home to the #1 most watched MLB postgame show on YouTube since 2021. We're here after every Yankees game and for reactions to all the best news and rumors during the offseason. Be a part of the show by calling into the voicemail 718-899-1068. Try to keep it clean for me. And if you ever miss us on YouTube, be sure and subscribe on all your favorite podcast platforms. Go ahead and rate us 5 stars. It'll help other people find the show. Thanks for watching. See ya.